Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exams Center and Syed Sir Mains classes. Today we will be talking about the current affairs from 12th July to 22nd July, that is present day. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss. If you are aware of these topics, you can skip the video and do your preparation. As simple, I always tell you. And if you are not aware of these topics, please pause it and see. This session will help you a lot with regard to the factual aspects of the current affairs along with concepts also. So let us start our discussion with regard to UPSC Mains Test Series and also PSIR Mentorship and Test Series. This number is there in the description. You can call to the number and take a demo and see that how it works out with you. Along with that, for Telangana Group 1 Mains and Group 2 Mentorship, again the same number you can call and you can be a part of it and empower us. Right. So the topics of discussion today will be, I'll just read out so that it makes you clear and it resounds in your ear so that it helps you to better recollect the things that you are learning. Agri Sure Fund we are having. United Nations population report is there. This is a very shocking report. The population that we are going to see in the future, like by 2062, is too huge, and if I tell you the number, you will be shocked for sure. SDG report has been released for 2023 to 2024. Digital Bharat Nidhi, Azerbaijan Climate Change Conference, High Sea Treaty, International Gen AI Conclave, Samvidhan Hatya Divas, that is during the emergency, the present NDA government declared a day as a Samvidhan Hatya Divas, nothing but Constitution Death Day. BIMSTEC, Russia has given the highest civilian award to the Prime Minister Modi ji. Lancet report has come. Great Indian Bustard, one of the important animal species that we have to protect. Shanghai Corporation. Then we are having Smart City Mission regarding some important data we are having, and one-liners. One-liners are very important. Never ever forget to study the one-liners that we discuss in our lectures. Very important for the examination point of view. One-liners, every 7 days we do the current affairs or every 4 days we do the current affairs. These days I am not coming on time because of lot of personal and professional commitments. But I will make sure that from next month onwards there will be a regular release of current affairs will be there for every 3rd and 4th day. Okay. So one-liners, every 4 days you are learning around 20 minutes. Just imagine it will become around 200 per month, and 200 per month, and 6 months it will become around 1200. A very huge benefit all the students will get with the help of one-liners. So don't skip it. Let us start our discussion with our first topic, Agri Sure Fund. Obviously it has to have a full form which is already there. The full form is Agri Fund for Startups and Rural Enterprises. That is only called as Agri Sure. Basically with this fund means in that money is there. What government is going to do with that money? This is the question. With the help of this fund, government will support startups, those who are first time starting their business in agriculture and allied activities, and also support the agripreneurs. Like if I want to start a marketing channel or a storage chain with regard to agriculture sector, then I will become a agripreneur because I have never been into this business. This is the first time I am going into the business. That's why it is called as startup. Okay. So with this fund, government will promote agripreneurs and also what? Startups. Through investment in sector specific, agriculture specific investment you can do. Sector agnostic, any area of agriculture you can pick up. Okay, the area of agriculture could be related or indirectly related, that is also fine. Your startup will be supported by the government, and a debt alternative investment fund will also be created along with the direct equity support will also be given to the startups working in agriculture and allied sector. So these are various tools by which this fund will operate. Okay. Debt alternative investment fund. I will be given the money from this fund in the form of a debt. Okay, so that is only called as debt alternative investment fund. Direct equity support is nothing but government will take some part of my ownership and give me money. That is called as direct equity support also. So these are various tools government will actually use when they give the money from the AgriSure fund. The initiative aims to foster innovation and sustainability in the India's agriculture sector, and for this purpose this fund will have around 750 crore category 2 alternative investment fund is there. The fund will have as a support have both equity and debt support, specifically targeting high risk, high impact activities in the agriculture value chain. Agriculture value chain is nothing but from the scratch to the output and to till the consumer. The agriculture product will go from the farm to the consumer, whatever the number of stages will be having. Okay, in all the stages we call it as a value chain. So under this particular startup, every stage of the agriculture from the scratch to the end to the consumer will be supported. Okay, while explaining the features of this particular scheme, the government has also said that NAB Ventures. NAB Venture is nothing but NABARD Ventures. You know that NABARD is one of the apex agency with regard to agriculture and rural development. That's why it is called as National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So NABARD has this own subsidiary called as NAB Ventures, and this NAB Venture is the apex body and apex institution which is going to manage this particular fund. Remember this point. So NAB Ventures, the fund will be set up with the initial corpus of 750 crores with 250 crores each from NABARD and the Ministry of Agriculture and 250 crores from the other institutions. Means 250 crores government of India will give, 250 crores NABARD will give. So 250, 500 crores. Another 250 crores government will actually source from financial institution, nothing but NBFCs or banks, whatever it is. So that comes to around 750 crore rupees of this particular fund. Okay, basically to support startups, agripreneurs, and also in any sector specific, sector agnostic. Okay, debt is there, equity support is there, and 3 institutions are there which are going to form the corpus. That was there on the slide. Now the fund will focus on innovation in agriculture. Suppose whatever you are doing in agriculture, you want to change the complete method of doing it. Okay, the complete method, if you are trying to do it, change it. Okay, and do it in a very better manner than what you used to do before. Do it in a very productive manner, do it in a very efficient manner, deploy a method which is better than the previous method. Okay, that itself is called as innovation. So with regard to innovation also, this particular fund will support you. That is how it helps to enhance the farm produce value chain. It helps to create rural infrastructure, generate employment to the people, because in agripreneurs will become more means automatically they will be getting employment, supporting farmer producer organizations also under this fund. The fund will also be encouraged IT based solutions. IT based solutions are nothing but, okay, a company like Wipro will come to me, I am the farmer owner, they will come to me and they will say that we will manage your complete soil health card, we'll see that how much amount of nutrients you require, fertilizers you could require, we will do all that things. For that purpose you give us some commission. So they will use the IT tools, they will see the analysis, they will see the pattern, they will see the atmospheric and the climate variables, and they will try to put in a statistical tool that gives a very expert solution to the farmers, help to increase this productivity. That is what is called as here IT based solutions are also promoted here. NAB Ventures, as I have already told you, it is wholly owned, 100% owned by NABARD. It is going to be the manager of AgriSure fund. The fund will operate for 10 years. Apart from the AgriSure fund, whatever we have seen, the NABARD has also initiated one important hackathon called as AgriSure Greenthon 2024. The hackathon aims to address three key problems. Okay, three key problems of the agriculture this hackathon will generally address. First of all, if anyone has developed or wants to develop a smart agriculture on budget, means you know that the technologies which are involved in agriculture are very high end. The marginal and small farmers cannot able to afford it in their budget. So that's why if anybody is interested, any entrepreneur is interested to actually give a budget oriented smart agriculture plan to the farmers, then he will be also helpful, and whatever he demonstrate, whatever he present to the NABARD authorities, if they like it, they will go ahead with that particular project also and invest in this particular person. Okay, then turning agri waste into profitable business opportunities, this is the second point. If anybody wants to be a part of this, they can also show and demonstrate that how they can convert agriculture waste into a profitable business. If anyone comes with the idea, the NABARD will help. Focus on transforming agriculture waste into profitable ventures, that is okay. Tech solutions making regenerative agriculture remunerative. Means technology based solutions, if any company wants to give or any agripreneur wants to give, with the help of that technology, with the help of that IT based solutions, if the farmer is getting more remunerative, if your project gives us that particular roadmap where you can make the agriculture to regenerate, okay, remuneration for the farmers, if you are having such project and if you are able to put all the inputs together and all your wisdom and talent into your project and try to show it to the NABARD, obviously you are going to get the project approval, they will fund you. So that is what is called as this Greenathon, also called as hackathon, which is initiated by NABARD. This is our first current affairs. Now we are having the second current affairs, very small, is the International Maritime Organization. Recently its 134th meeting held in London. India is a member of it. It was founded in the year 1982 as I have written, and it is an intergovernmental maritime consultative organization. Okay, and it is a specialized agency of United Nations. Okay, and the aim is to ensure the safety and security of shipping. You might be aware of this fact that in the Red Sea, the Houthis, okay, organizations are actually targeting all the ships coming and going. So under this maritime organization, we have to make our maritime routes safe and secure from any kind of pirates or any kind of terrorist organization attacks. So the responsibility to make the maritime routes safe and clear and secure rests with International Maritime Organization. All the countries will sit together, will formulate a particular process and a policy which everyone has to follow. With the help of that, the routes will be secured. Okay, prevention of marine and atmospheric pollution, they also look into this. This is again an important statement, could be twisted in the examination. IMO is not only concerned with the safe and secure routes, okay, of maritime, but it is also concerned, okay, and takes care of marine and air pollution which is caused by ships. Very, very important statement. Remember that India is a member of it. United Nations World Population Prospect. Already few months back I have told you that our population has crossed. We do not have the census at this point of time. You know that in India every 10 years we have to do the census. But this government has not yet done the census. The census has to be conducted in 2021. But unfortunately it has been past 3 years also happened, but still there is no census is there. That's why we actually don't know what is the population size of our country. But nevertheless, we also have United Nations organizations to take care and to project our population. So 3-4 months back only, they have released a report and said that India has crossed, okay, China's population. That is a very sure fact. India will surpass the China to become the world's most populous country in 2023. And you have to just take this into as a consideration that they are saying by 2062, India's population will become 1.7 billion. Nothing but by 2062, we Indians will be what? 170 crores on the planet Earth. As per the latest United Nations World Urbanization Prospect, Delhi has secured its place as the second most populous country in the world, and with a population exceeding 33.8 million. Almost around 3.3 crore people are living in a small dot on our planet, on our map. Okay, that is Delhi, the capital city of our country. Delhi is second in the world but first in India. Remember this point. After Delhi in India, the second populous city is what? Maharashtra. Okay, and for the Telangana people, Hyderabad ranks 7th most populous area of our country. Then Sustainable Development Goal Index has been released. The 4th edition of Sustainable Development Goal Index released by Niti Aayog. Very important. Who releases it? It is released by Niti Aayog. The first time they published it in the year 2018 on the backdrop of obviously Paris Summit 2015, which actually introduced Sustainable Development Goals which has to be implemented from 2015 to 2030. So they have almost around 17 goals are there. But we are having only 16 goals. We only generally measure 16 goals, right? Some other extra goals we have added for our own convenience, but from that Paris Summit 17 goals, we only measure 16 goals because 17 goal is what international cooperation, etc. so and so forth. So 17 goal anyhow is a very qualitative one, so we don't have to measure it, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, right. Now, as I told you that it computes how many? 16 goals, and every goal is having the scale of 0 to 100. 0 means you are doing very bad in the particular goal. 100 means you are doing very good and you have done that particular goal. Okay. The composite score for India improved from 57 in 2018 to 66 in 2020. Very important, to 71 in 2023 to 2024. A latest report, very important. So our score has increased over a period of time. That is a very good sign because all the 16 goals are basically for the human development, for the cities development only, for the women development, human development, women development, area development, balanced regional growth, poverty removal, hunger removal. So 17, whatever the goals are there, basically they are citizen centric, they are population centric. Okay, it means when the score is going from 0 to 100, slowly 50, 70 like that, it means in all the goals, 16 goals you are doing very well. Kerala and Uttarakhand at this point of time, according to the report, are the best performers. Bihar is at the bottom with 57 points only, followed by Jharkhand. Remember this. Whereas Kerala and Uttarakhand has 79. So you can see here 71 India's SDG score in 2023 to 2024. This is what we are having. This much you have to remember. So 2018 it is 57, 2019 20 60, 2021 66, 2023 to 24 71. Remember this point. Okay, chalo. So here you are having sustainable development goal number 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, up to 16 goals you are having. And if you see here goal number 17, okay, affordable and clean energy, we are ranking number 1. Means the chart is very high in this regard. Means we have achieved around 84, almost like 94 is our score. So in all the sustainable development goals, we are actually sustainable development goal number 7 is the highest performer, which is nothing but affordable and clean energy. Okay. Now let us go ahead with Digital Bharat Nidhi. Digital Bharat Nidhi would replace the erstwhile Universal Service Obligation Fund. Nothing but a fund has been created by the government of India where all telecom operator will put their money in that. How much money they will put? They will put around 5% of universal charge is levied on them. Means all the telecom operator 5% that they have to put in this fund as according to their adjusted gross revenue. So whatever the adjusted gross revenue of the telecom operator will be there, in that revenue 5% should be poured in this particular fund. This fund is now called as Digital Bharat Nidhi. The idea is that this money would be used to fund the expansion of telecom networks in the remote and rural areas. Private companies may otherwise always resist offering their services due to which they are unable to get, because private companies like BSNL, like Airtel we are having, like Vodafone we are having, they cannot go to what? Rural areas and put towers, because just imagine a point here, if they put a tower there and the number of people served from the tower is only 100, will they get the benefit of it? No. The big investment what they have done will not even recover for decades and decades. Whereas in cities, what will happen? At one, the population density per square kilometer is very, very high. In 1 square kilometer only thousands, 10,000 people will live. Okay, so they will generate revenue like that. But in remote and rural areas, population scarcity will be there, population scatteredness will be there. That's why the private companies will not actually put their infrastructure, telecom infrastructure, because that is not remunerative to them. So that is the reason now if they are not doing, we have to make it accessible to the rural areas or not? Yes. Now it becomes a government obligations to actually expand the digital and telecom network to the remote and rural areas. So to do that from this particular Nidhi, nothing but fund, that will be funded. Okay. Annual survey of unincorporated sector enterprises, also called as use, results for 2021 to 2023. So annual survey was done with regard to unincorporated registered units. Nothing but I started a business which is not registered. That's all. I started a like idli sambar dosha hotel, not registered. I started a mechanic shop, not registered. I started a saloon, but not registered either in the central law or in the state law or in the local body law. Such kind of units are called as unincorporated enterprises. So as use has been released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation MOSPI. After 2015 to 16, it was the latest report that we have. The number of workers employed in informal sector in 2022 to 2023 has dropped by 16.45 lakh, or you can say dropped by about 1.5% to 10.96 crores. So it was around, you can see that 11.13 crore workers were there, people were there working in unorganized sector. In 2015 to 16, 11.313 crore people are working in unorganized sector. This number dropped to 10.96 crores in 2022 to 2023. Means that when the number of people from the unorganized sector working in unorganized sector is decreasing, it means they are actually observed in what? Formal sector, nothing but organized sector, where they will be having pension, where they will be having insurance, where they will be having a contractual agreement with the employer. So nothing but a formalization of economy is in the process. That you can understand. The unorganized sector contributes over 44% of country's gross value added and employs around nearly 75%. Like I am employed in this particular institute, so I am in actually working as an unorganized employee only, because these guys will not give me a pension, these guys will not give me insurance, this guy will not give me casual leaves, this guy will not give me any kind of sick leaves, this guy will not give me any kind of earn leaves, there is no labor code will run, there is no gratuity code law will run, nothing will run. I am just working on a contract basis, nothing more than that. So I am actually working in an unorganized sector. So that's why you can understand that people like us who are also educated a lot, still working in unorganized sector, then the number will definitely come to 75%. So you can understand that 75% of the population of our country is actually working in unorganized sector. Okay. Now, Conference of Parties, okay, COP29 held in Azerbaijan. Okay, so the host of this year Conference of Parties with regard to climate change, okay, is held in Azerbaijan. In this particular meeting, it is hoping to convince Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Hamas warning parties to agree to a truce, nothing but ceasefire, and to focus on climate change. The climate will be held in November. Okay, remember this point. The 2023 UN Climate Conference was hosted by Dubai, United Arab Emirates. This is another one, 2023. Every time climate change conferences will be held in November only. COP28 operationalized the loss and damage fund, which was created in 2020, which was created in COP27. So COP28, remember this one, Conference of Parties on Climate Change, COP28, held in Dubai. Okay, the capital city of United Arab Emirates. What is the outcome? The outcome is loss and damage fund. Loss and damage fund. If the industrialized countries are doing lot of pollution, then they are actually we are losing the ecosystem and they're losing the resources and damaging the environment. Then they have to give a money in the fund. That fund again will be utilized for the ecological restoration of services. Okay. So COP28 held in Abu Dhabi. Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Okay. The provision that came out is loss and damage fund. COP29 will be held in coming November. Where? In Azerbaijan. Basically here what they are going to do, asking Israel and Hamas, please don't do war, ceasefire. Asking Russia and Ukraine, please don't do war. Okay, nothing but here Israel will be convinced and there Russia will be convinced. Okay, they will try to convince. And more core problems of the world, that is climate change. Let us talk about it. That is what they are going to do. Now we are having High Sea Treaty. The High Sea Treaty has been often been compared with 2015 Paris Agreement on Climate Change. Okay, because this High Sea Treaty is very important. If all the countries follows it, then climate change impacts will be very less. That's why if the High Sea Treaty is not properly followed, it will have a very significant and potential impact on climate change. The treaty deals with only with the oceans, not with the rivers, not with the lakes. Remember this point, that are outside the national jurisdictions of any country. Again, a very important point. This High Sea Treaty will not talk about anything under the jurisdiction of any national government across the world. Any water which is in the international borders, international jurisdiction, that particular water only governed by this particular High Sea Treaty. Typically, national jurisdiction extend up to 200 nautical miles. If this is our India, up to 200 nautical miles, 200. This much only will be ours. That comes under national jurisdiction. Beyond that, it comes under High Sea Treaty. Remember this point. And this particular 200 kilometer of zone, whatever we are talking about, okay, it is also called as exclusive economic zone. Exclusive means to that particular country. Economy means they can do the production, drilling, whatever they want to do, they can do that. So it is exclusively 200 kilometers are given to the countries, okay, in their jurisdiction. Apart from that, whatever is there, it comes under what? International waters. Okay. Exclusive economic zones in the High Sea Treaty, whatever the international waters are there, they constitute around 64%. Roughly 2/3 of the total ocean area, and are considered as a global commons, means commonly every country can use it, global commons. They belong to no one and everyone enjoys the equal right of navigation. Okay, they can do the flight over there, they can drill, they can do whatever they want to do, scientific research they can do, or laying of infrastructure like undersea cables for the internet purpose. So that global common waters are called as what? Are actually covered in High Sea Treaty. Indian government expressed its desire to join it. It is not that there is no international governance with regard to the waters, international water. There is already there. In 1982 United Nations Convention of Law of Seas. Remember one point here, the High Sea Treaty India want to join, but India is a part of already this United Nations Convention on Laws of Seas. It's a comprehensive international law that lays down broad framework for legitimate, for a good behavior and use of seas and oceans everywhere. It defines the rights and duties of the nations regarding their activities in the oceans, and also addresses if any country takes their jurisdicted waters, if any country try to occupy, just like what is happening in South China Sea, if any country try to annex their jurisdiction, they will take care of their sovereignty issues, passage rights and rights of exclusive economic zones. Demarcations of territorial waters and exclusive economic zones are the results of UNCLOS. Okay, means how much water belongs to one particular country, how much is exclusive economic zone. These are the outputs of UNCLOS only. Okay, now we are having International Gen AI. India's first International Gen AI conclave is hosted by the government, Indian government in Kerala. It is okay, and in collaboration with Indian business, like I forgot it, maybe International Business Management, but IBM is there. Business Management is right, whether it is Indian and international, please tell in the comment section. Okay, and it held in Kerala, Cochin. The event will bring together industry leaders, okay, the people who are interested to work on AI, wanted to develop products and solutions with regard to the AI, all will be coming in this particular conclave, and they will discuss that, and somebody will present the project, somebody will present the project, how AI can help in health, how AI can help in improvement of child education. Like that, all this will be present on the PPT, 2-3 days of things will go on. If anybody likes any of the project, the leaders, the angel investors will invest in that. Okay, right. Where it was held, remember this point. Now BIMSTEC is there. India has hosted second BIMSTEC Foreign Ministers retreat in New Delhi from 11th to 12th July, 2 days in 2024. The first edition of BIMSTEC Foreign Ministry Retreat was held in Bangkok in 2023. So 2023 BIMSTEC Foreign Ministries Retreat meet held in Bangkok, 2024 held in what? India. So now BIMSTEC full form is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. So all the countries will work on multi-sector, agriculture, industry, technology, etc. All the countries will try to exchange technology. All the countries will try to exchange and do more of the economic trade with each other. It brings together 7 countries of South and Southeast Asia for multifaceted cooperation. The countries are India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Nepal and Bhutan. Important point what you have to remember is Pakistan is not a part of it. Pakistan is not a part of it in BIMSTEC. Okay. Thailand is the current chair of BIMSTEC and it is the host to annual summit of grouping later this year. By the end of this year, Thailand will be chairing the BIMSTEC. Now, Russia highest civilian award was given to Prime Minister Modi ji. This award is called as Order of Saint Andrew. Okay, the Apostle. The name of the honor is Order of Saint Andrew the Apostle. Basically, why he was awarded means Prime Minister Modi ji has given unprecedented and the government has given unprecedented support to the Russia. Okay, so that strong relationship between Russia and India which has been forged by this particular government, okay, that's why he has been honored with this particular award. Already recently, before this award only, Bhutan has also given highest civilian award to the Prime Minister Modi ji called as Order of Druk Gaplo. And this became the first foreign head of the government to be honored with this distinction. Prime Minister Modi ji has become the first person to get this particular award. Remember this point? Okay. And no other PM president has been awarded by Bhutan with this particular award. Only PM Modi has got this particular award. And the Russia, he has given PM Modi this particular award? No. This is already given to other 2 people. One is President Xi Jinping of China and former President of Kazakhstan, Nur Sultan. Okay, this 2 person along with PM Modi has got this Russia's highest civilian award. Okay, now Great Indian Bustard. The Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has approved around 66 crore for the next phase for the conservation of this particular beautiful and magnificent bird called as Great Indian Bustard and lesser follicans. Follicans are nothing but bird species. Scientific name of this Great Indian Bustard, Ardotis nigriceps. And according to IUCN, critically endangered, very critical situation, the population will dwindle like anything in future and we may also see that it may extend critically endangered. Indian Wildlife Protection put it on highest category of what? Threat, Schedule 1. Convention on Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, CMS, has also given the highest protection, Appendix 1. CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, they have also given highest protection, Appendix 1. Okay, under this particular program, plans to recover the species first started in 2013 under the National Bustard Recovery Plan, which later gave away to the Bustard Recovery Project in 2016. Means bustard should lay eggs, should give the baby, etc. all that. Later in July 2018, tripartite agreement was signed by Ministry of Environment and Forest, Rajasthan Forest Department and also Wildlife Institute of India. 3 together came and they wanted to conserve and preserve the Great Indian Bustard. As part of the project run by the 3 parties, 2 Great Indian Bustard Conservation Breeding Centers and 1 lesser follican centers are functioning in Rajasthan, Sams, Ramdevra, Sorson, respectively, these areas. Now, Lancet report has come. According to this report, nearly about 11.5% of deaths in Delhi are attributed to pollution, attributed to air pollution. Very saddening news. People are dying with polluted air. That is a very heartening and heartbreaking thing. Almost like 12,000 deaths are happening every year because of air pollution. Particulate matter is going on. Across 10 cities, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai and Hyderabad is also there for your information. Okay, more than 33,000 deaths are attributed to the air pollution. So air pollution has become one of the major concerns for the government authorities and also to the people. So make sure that you wear a mask and try to not go into polluted area a lot, try to save yourself. The study found that 1.42% rise in mortality for every increase of 10 micrograms cu meter. The moment particular matter increases, the moment pollution particle increases, the mortality means death rate will increase by 1.42%. It means high correlation. The more increase in pollution lead to more death. That is what it is saying. Okay, the report suggested that people living in less polluted cities carried a higher risk of mortality due to increase in population than those living in the polluted cities. Very commonly understood statement. Now, National Quantum Mission. Here, this is a very important mission. It has been approved by Government of India on 19th April 2023 at the cost of 6,000 crore rupees for the year 2023 to 2030. Like 2023, like 7 years, Government of India is going to pour around 6,000 crore rupees under this National Quantum Mission. It aims to seed, nurture and scale up scientific and industrial R&D and create a vibrant and innovative ecosystem in quantum technology. Nothing but very advanced technology, that is quantum technology. We are actually promoting it. Okay, because these are the future of the technological revolution. Quantum exhibit the properties of superimposition and entanglement. Very, very important. What are the main properties of quantum particle means? You have to say two. Superimposition and entanglement. Superimposition is nothing but if you are having one, another particle can come on it, 8. It can come 7. It can come 6. Okay. Like that, the same particle, on that another particle can come and exhibit the behavior. Okay, that is called as superimposition. Entanglement is nothing but if you know the one particular particle where it is, you can easily know the distance of another particular particle. That is how the quantum particle and the quantum mechanics works. So these two properties makes them very, very good with regard to what? Computing technology. Now, Shanghai Cooperation. The SEO summit was held in Kazakhstan capital Astana this month in July only. India hosted the 23rd meeting of SEO Council of Heads of States on 4th July 2023. So we hosted on 4th July 2023. The meeting was the heads of state. Then it went to what? Kazakhstan. They hosted this again SEO summit. SEO was established on June 15, 2001 in Shanghai as an international organization. The member country is very important: India, Iran, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan and Belarus. Okay, Belarus is a new entrant, you can understand, joined the SEO 10th member state on 4th July 2024. India and Pakistan also joined later on only. SEO was basically China and the Middle Eastern countries were a part of it. China, Russia and Middle Eastern countries like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, that Middle Eastern countries and Russia and China were the actual members. India and Pakistan joined later and Belarus joined in 2024. Okay, Afghanistan and Mongolia has still been an observer state. Now let us see one-liner. India's first deep water transshipment port means you are transmitting the goods from the underwater. Okay, this is the first time there in our country. That port is called as Vizhinjam International Seaport, located in the Thiruvananthapuram. Received its first mothership, means first ship is given to them. Okay, where you can do underwater shipment. Siang project, Arunachal Pradesh, it is located there. Protests are happening with regard to its construction. Remember this point. The government has decided to observe June 25, the day of emergency declared in 1975 as a Samvidhan Hatya Divas to commemorate the massive contributions of those who endured inhuman pains during that period. President Draupadi Murmu ji has recently visited Odisha, her home state, and also visited Udaygiri caves. Udaygiri caves are located where? Your answer should be what? Odisha. Then one amoebic meningoencephalitis, one disease is there which is a brain disease, remember this point, caused by a free living amoeba. Amoeba, which is a part of protozoan family, found in the contaminated waters, has been reported from Kerala. It's a rare brain infection that is caused by Naegleria fowleri. It's a free living amoeba which is there in the waters, and people, if they are having that waters, okay, they will get a brain disease. So where this amoebic meningoencephalitis. Menings are nothing but nerves. Encephalitis is nothing but swelling. So the brain nerves will swell because of a bacteria called as what? Amoeba. Not bacteria, organism called as what? Amoeba. So where amoeba meningoencephalitis recently outbreak happened in which state? Like the question will come. Kerala. Masood Pezeshkian has recently won the Iran presidential elections after the death of Ibrahim Raisi. So remember the important point. The Supreme Court of India has appointed one committee under the UU Lalit in order to, this is a search cum selection committee. Basically, Bengal universities are not having vice chancellors. So now this committee will try to find out the best candidate to put in the vice chancellor position. That committee is called as UU Lalit committee. Supreme Court has ordered them to find search cum selection committee. Pali waterfall is there in Mahadev Wildlife Sanctuary. Mahadev Wildlife Sanctuary is in Goa and waterfall is there in, name is Pali. Dholpur. Karauli Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan became the 55th Tiger Reserve in India in 2023. In 2023, Karauli Tiger Reserve had been given the status of a Tiger Reserve. Olympics are going to be held this year in Paris. National Doctors Day has been observed on July 1st. National Chartered Accountant Day in India is celebrated again on July 1st. National Postal Worker Day, typically again celebrated on July 3rd. India officially does not recognize this National Postal Workers Day. We don't recognize, but across the country, across the world, they celebrated. The three new criminal laws, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita 2023, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita 2023, Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam 2023 came into force on 1st July, remember this point. Bangladesh Navy signed a contract for Make in India 800 tons ocean-going tug with India's Garden Rich Shipbuilding and engineers on 30th June. With which country India signed to develop ocean-going tug? Means happily this will go as a ocean ship. So Bangladesh has given the order to the India, please build this ocean tug, the ships for us. Rajasthan has become the first state to adopt a road safety action plan for 10 years. National Landslide Forecasting Center is coming at Kolkata. Okay. Then China successfully has launched the Gofen 1105 Earth satellite, observation satellite. Remember this point. Which country has launched Gofen 11 satellite? The question may come. China. International Chess Day is celebrated on 20th July. Remember this point. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, with the help of NASA, with the help of NASA's ISAT satellite, has released a detailed map of Ram Setu or Adam Bridge. A normal GK, remember it. Intestinal infection caused by a family of bacteria known as Shigella infection. Remember this point, Shigella infection is related to intestine, stomach, liver, heart. Like that question may come. Shigella infection is a intestinal infection. Remember this point. ICMR, it is there in the news. Why? Because ICMR is developing a vaccine for it, basically given to the children who are under the age of 5 years. And this infection, this bacteria affects children only. Shigella infection is exclusive to children under 5. So we have to develop a vaccine so that we should reduce the IMR. This is all about today's current affairs. Every 4 days I will be coming up with the current affairs. Keep watching us, keep empowering us. Do subscribe to the channel. The number is there in the description. Call to it and have the discussion of the courses. You will be definitely getting benefit of it. Thank you.